Hello, everybody. How are you? Good morning. I hope so far you have had a wonderful morning. And no, I haven't dyed my hair. Chris, my husband, was up to
I haven't dyed my hair either.
shenanigans again. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a huge fan of Marilyn Monroe. And of course, one of her movies is Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, hence the title, tying in with we are making keto maple pecan blondies because I have my mouth in the shape of these blondies ever since I was playing around with the apple jam, and I was saying to myself, oh, can I put this jam in a blondie, for example? So aside from that, I want to see how the CK flour does with the blondies as compared to just plain almond flour. I know it's going to turn out better, and I know I probably will need to add a little bit more water, but in the meantime, I'm just going to toast and chop my pecans. The ingredients are listed in the description box, so follow along, pull up the description box and you'll see all the ingredients. Anyway, let us have a roll call.
Badum-dums. Okay, so we have got Mr. Marzi Mars in the house. First up, first comment, he's here early. It's very unlike him not to make an entrance. So Marzi is here.
Hello,
Ella.
Mr. Marzi.
Ella is here. Auntie Judy is here. Kelly Bow, the lovely Danielle Graves, Mama S. I should not have sat down. Mrs. Henderson's here. Hello, Mom. Don't laugh at my curly hair. I need a haircut.
Or hair straightener.
Lily Albright, Auntie Chris, who I just have to stop there because Auntie Chris's mum is celebrating her 100th birthday today.
Wow. Happy
Congratulations,
birthday,
and
Mum.
happy birthday.
Wow, that's awesome.
The chef is in the house.
Aw, hello, chef.
Hopefully I haven't missed anybody on the way down. Lots of people are talking to each other, which is lovely. Kerry Whitbread is here. Mrs. Louise Braubach.
Oh, hello, Louise. I shouldn't say hello, but
Marianne.
happy birthday!
Paula Oyedeli. Becky is here, and no, Becky, you are not early, you are right on time, which is very surprising for us all. Angie here's one for me to bugger up. I'm sorry, Angie, but this is my thing.
Doesn't do well with pronunciations.
We'll
We're
try
so
this.
sorry.
Angie Hostutler, or Hostutler. I'm going to go with Hostutler. Tell me if I'm wrong, Angie. Jojo Johnson, Charlotte Ferris, Patty Dixon, Janice Carey, Jennifer Fine, and Patricia Quiada. There's another one for me to butcher, and Dina H. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fun.
Everybody. Please hit the thumbs up and like button if you enjoy the live show. We hope to entertain you as well as educate.
That was my job. You're going to make me redundant.
Okay.
There's a recession on. I got to keep my job.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to toast these nuts. So.
Mom H says she loves curly hair on my men. LOL.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'll take it. It'll keep me going for another week.
Okay, melt the butter. Aside from melting the butter, you will need a small oven-safe dish. It's a 6 by 6 inch square. I just use this tempered glass one because it's easy. I don't have to remove it or anything. It can go straight once it's cooled from the oven, cool down straight into the refrigerator. So I love these. Anyway, just
Stacey Gabler has arrived.
Oh, hello, Stacey.
Stacey is confused, which I'm sure is a perpetual state for Stacey, but she says she is confused that your hair is still dark.
Oh, I did say at the beginning it was him playing, getting up to nonsense.
Did I pick the title?
I picked the title because I explained that I picked the title, but you took it a whole other. Anyway, I added the CK flour to the bowl. I beg your pardon.
I plead the fifth.
I'm just going to add the dry ingredients first, and I haven't watched the Maple Pecan Blondie video, so I'm just winging this. So I've set my oven preheated my oven to 350 Fahrenheit, greased and lined my dish, added the CK flour, and now 1/3 cup of powdered sweetener. Let's see. Half teaspoon of salt. What is going on here?
I did put them in the right order. Before you say anything.
This is the baking powder. Just 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. Just going to mix that all together. How's everybody doing? I hope you've had a great and wonderful week. And yeah, you're doing well on your diet, and everybody's looking forward to making special treats for the holidays, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and I have that on my brain as well. And so I'm preparing some very special recipes for the holidays, and you're going to see what's coming up. So I can't wait for you to check it out. Also, please watch my latest video. Please, pretty please. My views are pretty low there. I'm not sure if everyone's got a chance to watch it, but I would love your support and really appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, so, okay, so we can add the vanilla extract and the sugar-free maple syrup. Right, and then we're going to need 1 egg white. Sorry for the noise.
Can you try and keep it down at least?
Yeah.
And because I know people are going to ask, that is the brand of... Okay, the lights are very bright. That is the brand of sugar-free maple syrup.
Alright, my egg white goes in. And the melted butter. It's a little bit hot. I'll just mix my egg white in there first. Oh, it's already smelling so good.
It smells very nice. While you're mixing, Becky says that she loves this group.
Oh, we do as well. We have such fun.
Aidan Poulter says, "G'day, mates."
Hello, Aidan. It's so special to see you.
Well, Aidan says, "I'm going to finally make something with that chicken flour I made today. Got some shorts on that didn't fit me recently. Bounced out of bed and got on the scale, down 10 pounds. Awesome stuff, Aidan."
Wow.
Well done. That's
That
awesome.
is fantastic, Aidan. Truly.
Chef says, "Hearts if you think Mel looked amazing in that clickbait thumbnail blonde."
I personally do not think I look good with light hair at all.
I think you do. Stacey says that you looked awesome.
Thank you.
She says, "Oh, for gosh sake, well, she looked awesome."
I have, under all this war paint, I have lots and lots of freckles. And I feel like with dark hair, they at least simmer down, but with light hair, they are accentuated, if that makes sense. Like everything's light, and then these freckles are really dark.
But the freckles are cute though.
Thank you. Anyway,
Yeah, that threw you off.
I feel like this doesn't need any water. You're supposed to have, you know, sort of a thick batter. And I have put my white chocolate chips in, but I love the batter. It's going to be so good. And I still have to mix in the chopped nuts. So that's pretty good. Let's check.
Stacy says, "Oh, Chris, you're starting early," with a swearing emoji. Yes, Stacy, I am, because if I don't get in early, I know that there's going to be a jab coming from your side.
Oh man. Sorry. Just getting situated.
Danny says Chris is fulfilling his... Chris? Wow. After I just roasted Stacy, it had to happen, didn't it?
Take a breath.
Danny says, Chris fulfilling his fantasies of getting a blonde. Ha 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 ha. And then she says, get him, Stacy.
Well, that's never going to happen. So sorry, Christopher.
Oh, this is heartwarming though.
What?
Stacy says, LOL, Danny, he's the highlight of my week.
Oh. That's so good.
Oh, we've got a serious question here though.
Yes.
Mama S is saying, are you just using straight almond flour today?
No, I'm actually, this is an old recipe, and in that old recipe I use just plain almond flour. It does come out really beautiful. And it's actually one of my favorite recipes on the channel. I wanted to try it with CK Almond Flour, just to see, like, do I need to add more water? I keep wanting to test CK flour versus almond, just to make sure that my advice that you can do a straight swap with CK flour, get a better result, like with the focaccia bread. So I want to test it now in a sweet dessert to see if we need any water or any adjustments. And so far, I'm going to say no. I believe it is a straight swap. But after we bake it, we'll be able to tell, you know, from the results. So...
Stacey said, Lordy, please tell me that's white chocolate chips in that bowl.
It is.
Yes, it is.
It's white chocolate chips. Sugar-free ones, of course.
Danny says, I know, between Lily's frozen husband and your curse emojis, he loves you.
I know. Oh. Right.
Kerry's going to be attempting cheesy garlic bread tonight.
That's wonderful.
Ooh, Becky is making apple hand pie today.
Oh, that's wonderful.
She's hosting a Halloween party next Friday with just hand pies. Everyone here is invited. I wish you'd come. Ooh, I wish we could.
I wish we could. Apple hand. Oh, yeah. Yum. I actually bought a little bit of rhubarb to pair up with the apple jam. Just because I haven't had rhubarb even before I started keto. I last had rhubarb, I think I'm going to say over 15 years ago, and like when I had it, I did enjoy it, but how can I say, you just gravitate towards certain ingredients, and I never thought to buy it again. Then I went keto, and then of course I just thought, no, I won't have any rhubarb because it's not a must, you know. But certainly now that with the CK flour being so low carb, I feel like I can entertain the idea of some rhubarb. Right, just gonna mix in the nuts. Oh joy. Oh, joy. It looks so good, guys. And with
Come
with
closer, Clarice.
with the nuts, it's made it a little bit thicker. I'm not sure if you can see that. Okay, time to fold the dish.
Stacy says, well, my hubby knows of Lily already. LOL, I scare him with the whole she's buried a hubby in the garden story.
Yes, husbands, watch out.
Janice is asking, can you use a flaxseed egg? Because I think I'm sensitive to egg. I'm so bummed.
Yes, it's only 33 grams worth of an egg, right? So I find that an egg white usually weighs about that much. So you can make a flax egg or a chia egg. It's just going to help bind, that egg white binds your mixture together. So look what I'm doing. That egg white binds your mixture together. Okay, sorry guys.
You have to wave something around, be it your hands or your oven gloves. It's not
problem. Good. It's not good.
You can seek help for that. Janice also says freckles are in now.
Well, I am prepared to follow certain trends. Janice, I think for somebody who does have freckles, I don't know many people who have them that actually like them.
Well, Stacey's saying, girl, you pulled that off, as in the blonde hair. Seriously, it is spring there, so I think she's hinting for you to go blonde.
Oh, wow.
And Chef is laughing at you saying war paint.
The war paint. Yes.
Lily says, Stacey, he has a new hobby. He is digging his way to China. LOL, anything to keep him out of the house.
Awesome. Okay, this is how it's looking. I love it. And this would only serve 4. You get a decent slice. And we cover it with foil. And now we bake.
Do you need a timer?
Yes, set the timer for 20 minutes, please.
Timer set for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And I mean, look how quickly I whipped that up. That was really fast. I often feel like I don't get a chance to go back to my old recipes that often because, I'm always looking for the next new recipe or the next thing to show you guys. And so I feel like that was pretty easy to do. So shall we go through some comments?
We shall. Paula says the blonde suited you in the Photoshop. I think Chris is daydreaming.
So too?
I'm always daydreaming. But I think specifically, no, I won't go there. Becky says, I like darker hair, except mine is going wild with speckled silver. I feel your pain, Becky. I really need to stop dyeing my hair grey because it's starting to take over.
You what? You need to stop dyeing your hair grey?
Yeah, I dye these bits grey just for a bit of salt and pepper.
Oh.
It's not me getting old or anything.
I am definitely, I have my grey hair is concentrated all in just up here where my pathways are. So I feel like when I have like lots of grey hair, more than this, I'm going to consider just going full on grey, or these trendy young people's greys, they put a bit of pinky grey, if that makes sense, into their hair. I think I might go, but hopefully it's not very soon. I'm very pleased with that. Look, it's over in, okay, maybe 10 minutes it took me. I'm going to estimate. Anyway.
All right, Mom H agrees with me. Freckles are cute.
Freckles are cute.
Mama S says, Mel, you looked amazing as a blonde.
Oh, thank you.
Danny says, wow, I got Chris, ha ha ha. Yeah. Once every so often it happens. Charity Shelby is here.
Hello, Charity.
Good morning, all. I came home from hospital Wednesday. Glad to be home and watching from my house.
I was wondering. I actually had thought of you quite a few times in the week, and I was wondering. Also, I was wondering how you were doing and if you're feeling better. Also, much love to Cajun Dagos. I hope you get well soon, real soon.
Stacy says, LOL, my hubby's been home 2 months with surgery. Appreciate you're keeping him in line for me, Lily.
That's so funny.
What was the surgery for? I wonder. Long and unending sufferance. Lily says, I have an egg issue anytime I cook with one of Mel, and then it cuts off.
Okay.
Okay.
But you know, just on the eggs. Do you remember when we had that egg shortage and eggs became really expensive? I did a few recipes without any eggs, and also I explored making vegetarian egg, like with flaxseed and chia seeds and stuff. And it's actually really easy to convert any recipe to not include eggs. If you make your chia eggs or your flaxseed eggs, I found that it actually works in baking. So there's something to consider.
Now, Denny says, welcome home, Charity. First she said Coyote, and then she says, Garrett, Charity. Lily says, Stacey, I should send my hubby to get surgery around the mouth area.
Sew it up.
Yeah. See, it can be done. Don't get any ideas, you.
Can you see how wide-eyed I am? I'm thinking,
You know what Mel says whenever we meet anyone new and they say, oh, it's really nice that your husband's talkative and etc. etc. Mel says, yes, getting them to shut up, that is the trick.
I don't say shut up, and I'm not so impolite, honestly. It's you. Look at you should see his face, it's priceless. I don't know, how am I when I meet somebody new in real life? Am I generally quiet?
You're very, quiet, which is a deceptive facade. Yeah, you take a while to warm up to people,
yes.
New people.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm just the person's best friend in 5 minutes.
I think that sounds about right. And I think with you either are a certain way or you aren't. And I feel like there's no right or wrong way. I feel like I'm trying to bond with somebody and, sort of get a vibe of, what this person's like, or do they like humor, or I think that's what I do subconsciously, because I don't mean to be quiet, but I am.
You're right, you're either one way or the other.
Yeah.
Becky says, for Halloween I will put powder in my hair, dress in black to be a post-apocalyptic survivor. What do you all think? I think that's
awesome.
Damn good idea.
Yeah.
Please send pictures to the chat group.
Like, yes, and like The Walking Dead. That's classified as post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, I like it. Danny says she's finally getting apple and pumpkin seasoning tonight. Dang, Amazon been holding out on me. The flavor oils will update all after how Instapot does. Good.
Right.
Here's the rest of Lydia's sentence. I have issues with my eggs. They might be the wrong grade, but they always make my dough too wet. And that's one of the things we were going to talk about at some point, was the size of the eggs.
In all, I don't know if you weigh your eggs, but I always put the gram weights of my eggs in the recipes. The reason is yes, eggs do come in all different sizes, but also people I like to give people options of whether to use eggs or not. So it's like, if you want to make a flax egg or a chia egg, you've got the grams there as well. So yeah, do follow your grams instead. I think Mom Mrs. Henderson also has very large eggs as well because she has lots of chickens.
Big
so
chickens.
yeah. So I think.
Well, Stacey has a problem. Stacey says that she cannot get squash for apple jam, followed by several swearing emojis. So ordered banana extract for jam today.
Yes, and you can use eggplant for your apple jam as well. The texture is slightly different. It's not hugely different. It more tastes like you've cooked your apples for a long time. That's what the eggplant tastes like. It's very soft. Whereas with chayote squash, you get a little bit of crunch. They're not as soft as if you would use eggplant, but you're going to get a very similar result. So if you can't find chayote squash, you can use eggplant. Some people say zucchini works well. I haven't personally tried it, so you've got options,
Becky says pecans.
Oh, pecan.
Are my all-time favorite nuts, and she loves your jam recipe.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it too.
Charity says thank you for the well wish. Lily says Walmart has a squash. Oh no, she couldn't remember his name, so everybody has said chayote.
Can you please go back to Danielle's comment? Oh no, sorry, I am reminded.
Danny?
Can you bring the vitamins that Danielle sent me? I have to tell you guys what has been going on with me. Now, you would have noticed that it's in the top drawer. We've only been keeping up with the live shows, and sometimes weeks go by and we haven't produced a regular video. Yep, that's the one. The reason is ever since I hurt my back in Melbourne a few months ago, I haven't felt like myself at all. Thank you. I haven't felt like myself. I have been really low on energy and haven't been able to perform normal duties in a day. And I really struggled. And I was talking to Danielle Graves, who's in our live show, about it. And she sent me a vitamin that really helps, which is this one, vitamin B12. But it's a really good vitamin B12. I take my vitamins every day, so I couldn't understand, why am I not feeling so great. She sent me this, and we were able, last week, which was the apple jam video, we worked on the apple jam video, and I managed to work every single day to complete that video. And I am so grateful for the help, and I feel like I'm back to my normal self, and that means that we can now start getting back to a regular schedule with our regular videos. So thank you for your patience. We we are still working on the cookbook. Our Patreons also, thank you for your patience. I've been doing little bits and pieces there, but I'm going to try this week to get it, to get much more loaded onto there, including the new recipes in the apple jam video. I've done just the custard pie so far. So that was a lot of talking.
Yeah, for someone who's generally quiet, apparently.
No, when I meet someone, it's different.
Danny says Lily. Michael is here.
Oh.
Seattle 6.
Oh, wow.
Reporting in.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Howdy, Michael. How is the weather in Seattle? Danny says, Lily, tell him to use a tablespoon to dig. Will take longer. Bring back egg rolls for everyone. Kelly Bow.
Hello, Kelly.
Sorry I'm late. Happy day to everyone. Becky says she's made apple pie with zucchini before.
Nice.
Oh, Lily said hubby does scrub the floor with the toothbrush I give him. Chef says Lily's boot camp. Danny says watch it, Chef. You know Lily's freezer has room for you too.
Yes, and Mozzie Moz.
Excuse me. There's a mosquito in here. Becky says, do you have Halloween in Australia? Yes, we do.
And I think it's the same day as you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of October.
Yeah.
Celiac Revelation has arrived. Says, hi, Mel and Chris. Sounds like a yummy recipe.
Thank you.
I like it that you toasted your pecans for the recipe. Makes them taste so much better.
Yes, and I feel like if you only toast them a little, some people don't like to toast. Okay, celiac revelation. Some people say that, when you toast your nuts, you lose some of the nutrients. So I like to do a happy medium where you only toast it a little bit. and so I feel like, I won't get much negative feedback. But I mean, it's totally your choice of whether to roast your nuts or not. I love the aroma and how it does bring out the flavor. So I do it. I love doing it. So thank you.
Stacy says my chicken keep up not laying. Okay, I'll decipher this somehow, Stacy. I'm sure it's my chickens can't keep up not laying, or my chickens are not laying, with it being fall, only 2 eggs daily. I'm going to have to look up this flaxseed egg swap. I have a bag I bought still unopened.
If you just Google, like I've helped so many vegetarians, or is it vegans, do the swap, like convert some recipes to suit them. And every time I just Google how to make a chia egg or flax egg, and it's something like 3 parts water to 1 part chia egg. So, yeah.
Foxfield Farmer says, Mel, is your full name me, Melissa, Melanie? Do you even want to share?
I happily share. It's Melissa.
Stacy says, opposites attract. Hubby and I are like that. I'm Chris, he is Mel. I agree with that. The opposites do attract.
Yeah.
They balance.
And imagine if you had like 2 talkative people in one house. It'd be pretty full on. And I don't know, or 2 quiet people. You know what I mean?
I think 2 quiet people would be better than 2 talkative people, because you just annoy the ever-living crap out of each other. 2 quiet people can probably get along better than 2 over-talkative people.
But then you might have, a bit of a boring kind of factor going on. I don't know.
You might like that if you're quiet.
Me?
Like if you're introverted.
Yeah.
You might like the quiet peace.
Please share your opinion.
Less noise.
It's hard to imagine, another life, somebody else's kind of scenario.
Just imagine if your husband went 5 minutes without talking.
It's the husbands that I think are more quieter in general.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. With us, it's opposite.
Yeah. I don't know where it came from me either. But it is what it is. Mom H says, I have freckles too, but they showed up after I had a very high temperature. When fever went away, the freckles showed up. That's
interesting.
Alice says, I'm like you, Chris. I talk to everyone, even when I don't know them, like in the supermarket, bus, etc. Okay. No.
That's nice.
That is nice.
That is nice.
I'm not at that end of the scale. Like if I meet someone, I'm happy to talk to them. You know, if I go to a party or an event where you meet someone new, I'm happy to talk. But I'm not that guy that will go and just talk to a random person for no reason. Like,
I think I actually would. I would only do it if, like, I was shopping and there was another female. I think I've told the story before. Pardon me. But I was standing and I didn't realize it, but I was chatting to something on the shelf, and I was like, oh, should I get that? But, you know, I was reasoning on getting this product, and this lady says to me, oh, I do that too. And I suddenly realized that I was talking to myself out loud, and then I said, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And she said, it's fine, I do that all the time. But like, I don't actually mind chatting to a stranger in a supermarket like that. It's just that when I meet somebody,
covering up for the fact that you're going crazy.
Yes, I agree. But when I meet somebody, I think I'm trying to get to know them. I think that's what it is. But you do it by talking. I do it by trying to see what comes back.
The only time I talk to random people, like in a supermarket, is when you do what you did the other day, where we're heading off for.
What did I do?
Okay, you said let's go and get the tomato passata thing.
Oh yes.
You said let's go and get that. So I know where it is in the shop, and I'm wandering off to there, and I'm thinking that you're right beside me because I'm pushing the trolley, right? I turn, and in my peripheral vision there is a brunette woman in my eyesight, right? So I turn around and start talking. Oh, is it this one you want, or is it that one? Da da da. Talking to a complete and utter random stranger, who, I might add, turns back to me and says, but I don't even want tomato sauce.
Oh.
So thank you for that. I do that every time you leave me. I generally end up talking to some random person.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Oh.
Now, Keto Mama has arrived.
Hello, Keto
while she
Mama.
composes herself. I'm late. I'm here late. Busy time. That is okay, Keto Mama. Welcome.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Janice says she's quiet when she first meets someone. Also, Kelly, why do they start calling freckles age spots as we get older? I love mine. I agree with you, Kelly. I think freckles are cute. Always have. Lots of people do.
I love it that somebody likes. You know, when you like a feature of yours, it's so much better than if you don't like it, I feel. Anyway, it's time to get our blondies out of the oven. I'll grab some gloves.
Jeff says he talks to anyone and everyone. He's definitely not shy.
Nice.
Stacy says, I've been buying egg whites and have to use up 2 whole bottles today, looking like meringue cookies.
Oh, okay. Or what about egg white bread? That takes up plenty of egg whites.
Kelly says, me too, Ella and Chris, I overshare everywhere.
That's so nice. I love those people.
Right, well, we'll let you do the grand unveiling.
Okay, she is not ready, I'm going to say.
So another few minutes?
I think another 15, actually. Let's keep going.
Another 15?
Yeah. Oh, smelling so...
Okay, timer is on.
Okay.
And...
I can watch it though now because my foil's off, so that's pretty good.
Becky says, learn so much from watching you cook, Chef. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And anybody else who hasn't checked out Chef's channel, go and check it out. Show Mr. Chef some love. Chef says EWP is so cheap right now. That's good.
What's EWP?
Egg white protein.
Oh.
Please keep up with the acronyms.
That's very good. That's really good.
EWP is CAF. I'll let you work out the last one. Stacy says, I have eggplant. Do I peel it for the jam?
Yes. Yes, you would. The reason is because your peel is a different texture to the flesh. And when you are making your jam, it's cooking on your stove, you've got to juggle between the two textures, if that makes sense. So do peel so that you have one consistency to control. Yeah.
Charity says, thank you so much, Mel. I am improving. My leg and foot was locked in a muscle contraction. It would not move at all. Now with Botox in the muscles and daily therapy, I can now move it. It is still stiff, but they say it will continue to improve. I should be getting back my brace for my legs soon, which will help also. That's awesome.
Good. At least it's going the right way. Yeah.
Chef says, thanks so much, Becky, and thanks for all the comments you left. Danny says, methyl B12 chewable and 2 children's chewable vitamins a day replaces everything your body needs. That is good advice, Danny.
I desperately needed that.
Okay, cool. And Danny's going to post the Amazon link in the Facebook group for the one that she uses here in the States.
Can you please send the link to me so that I can put it in my store? And if anybody buys from it, then maybe 5 cents can come to me so that I can donate it. Thank you so much.
Michael says, Mel, look at the column. Thanks, Michael. I have enough trouble with words without you putting that in there. Look at the Coimbra Protocol from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Coimbra.
What is it?
I don't know.
I'm going to check that out after.
Yeah. I'll note down that word.
Thank you, Mom S. I see in the ingredients it said almond flour. I have changed it to say CK Almond Flour, so that's why you were probably asking.
Michael says the rain is back because I asked how the weather was in Seattle.
Oh, the rain. Okay.
Shocking. It rains in Seattle. Who knew? Chef says, there you go with that foot and mouth, Chris. I know it's just an ever-present disease that I have, and there seems to be no cure.
Foot in mouth.
And Michael says, situation normal, Chef. Thank you, boys. Good to have your support. Charlotte says, have to run, guys. Taking my child to a Porktoberfest for kids. Bouncy houses, food, everything to wind up a child's excitement. We'll catch this on replay.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that sounds like
we used to do that too, go to those type of events when our kids were little, eh? When it wasn't just the daughter, it was both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have these type of events for adults though, like adult size. You don't grow out of this stuff. You still enjoy it. It's just frowned upon if you go and jump on a bouncy
Yes,
castle.
because there's a weight limit.
Excuse me? How can you just fat shame me openly like that?
Not you. Generally for bouncy castles.
You looked at me when you said it.
There is a weight limit. Am I saying the wrong thing?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
I'm still carrying a little holiday weight, okay?
No, not you.
I don't know from which holiday, but I'm still carrying it. Foxfield Farmer says, my name is Melissa as well.
Oh,
and
wow.
people call me Mel as well.
Oh, wow.
It's nice to finally know Foxfield Farmer's
Finally,
name.
Yes.
Hello, Melissa.
That is so uncanny though, because a lot of Mels are either Melanie, Melody, not Melissa. But yeah, ever since I moved to this side of the world, I was in my previous, before I started YouTube, I was in administration, business administration, and when I started working in Australia, people were calling me Mal, because Australians, correct me if I'm wrong, they tend to have a nickname or shorten Biscuits, Becky, Melissa, Mal. So they tend to shorten everything, and it stuck.
Yeah, quite often people call Melissa, the nickname is Liz.
Oh. No, I've never been called that.
Interesting fact, They can't shorten my name because it's short already. Like anybody who has a like Chris or Steve or Rick or something like that, they add an O to the end.
So
I get
are you
all
Chriso?
the time, Chriso. But they say it in Australian accent, Chriso.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Chriso. Fun fact. Completely useless information. Chef says soft shell pecans are amazing. Janice says, so let me get this when it didn't disappear. So let me get this straight. You are subbing the almond flour in this recipe with CK Almond Flour. Is that correct?
That's correct, yep.
Danny says, two talkative people. Mel, imagine me when I move in with you and Chris. I think that would be like having a shining light.
I have the suspicion that you would just fade into the background and it'll be me and Danielle overtaking the
When you're around
kitchen
people
or-
that you know and that you love and that you're comfortable
Yes.
with, you are Chatty Cathy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, put me to shame, Chatty Cathy. Okay, maybe not that bad. Kerry says, if anyone in Australia has flybys, I was offered the free Truvia caster sugar. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Becky
I
said,
heard Truvia is quite good. I actually haven't tried it, but I heard Truvia is good.
I've never even seen it.
I have seen it.
Becky says, yes, it is 1 flax meal to 3 water. I use warm water to speed it up.
Yeah.
Lily says 5 minutes without talking is called heaven.
I know. I feel your pain.
I'm so hurt.
Stop with the dirty looks, though.
I'm offended. That's offensive. Mama S says, Mark and I are both chatty Cathys. There is never a dull moment around us. It is constant laugh fest. It is a constant laugh fest.
I know, but
Yeah.
Mark just cracks me up. He doesn't comment a whole lot in the Facebook chat group, but when he does,
It comes in with some gold when he does.
The one-liners are just... It's almost like he should have been a comedian. He's missed his calling in life or something.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
We should get him to comment more. Janice says, thank you, Becky, for the info. Kelly says, I absolutely give advice to fellow shoppers based on my own experience. That's
Nice. Yeah.
Keto Mama says, I'm glad you're feeling better, Mel.
Oh, thank you.
Janice says, I chat with strangers also, and I talk to myself also.
I think it's healthy, to be honest with you. I think it's healthy to talk to yourself.
It's also the first sign that you are going crazy.
I think when you talk to yourself, it's healthy if you make sense.
Well, look how mortified our daughter was earlier today when she walked into the garage, and I was recording a video to send to a friend of mine. And she walked in, she goes, oh my God, are you talking to yourself?
But that was so random. We went to Costco. And of course, I wasn't helping unpack the car. She was helping.
Yeah, that was noted that you weren't helping.
She
either.
was helping Chris, Dad, unpack the car, and she had dropped something off and was walking back, and she was like, "What are you doing?" It was so funny because it really did sound like he was talking to himself, but he was recording a little video for he and his friend. They go back and forth with things they eat. Any treats that I bake, he sends those through as well.
Me and my Canadian friend, who
Oh, yes.
we have long discussions about the price of things in Costco, the price of fuel,
Your dogs. You both have dogs.
issues that we have with our better halves.
No, really.
The video I sent him today.
I want to know what are your issues? Come on.
So the video.
Maybe we can get some marriage counseling.
The video I sent him today, right? Because we had an entire boot full of stuff from Costco.
Was it an entire boot full?
Yeah. The video that I sent him said, I showed the stuff in the boot, and I said, hey buddy, I literally went to Costco to pick up a tray of Monster energy drinks, My mistake was taking my wife and daughter, and look what happened.
It is a mistake. You should know that. It's a mistake to take us with. How are we doing for time?
We've got 4 minutes left. Patty says, 2 quiet people, but 1 very talkative cat. Nice. Danny says, I have chatted people right into the Carb Manager app and started keto diet while buying groceries. Danny, that is awesome.
That's funny.
That is awesome. I love that. Jeff says, don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, Chef. Lily says, I talk to everyone. Freckles are cute until you get old, then they are liver spots.
Right.
Ella says, it's not for no reason, Chris. It's when I need help in the supermarket because sitting in a wheelchair, things aren't always nearby. Ah, okay.
That makes
a lot of sense. Yeah. Becky says, I'm an introvert. I only feel comfortable talking to people I'm familiar with. I don't go up and introduce myself to strangers.
No, I think there needs to be like a reason. If you're going to talk to a stranger, there needs to be like a reason. Like if you're in a supermarket and somebody comes up to you and says, oh, don't get that brand, get this one. You know, especially if you look confused about what to get. Oftentimes, you know, you'll find people just staring at the products and a stranger comes up to you and, you know, that's kind of like helpful, isn't it?
Danny says, my CB handle is talk too much. I wonder why that is. I'm
going to take this out now because it's smelling really good.
It is smelling lovely.
So.
Jay Rugoff is here.
Oh,
Hi, Jay.
hello, Jay. How are you?
It says, my parents were married 72 years. Their secret was my father kept quiet, kept his hearing aid off, and said, yes, dear, a lot. Thank you, Mel, for all your help. I got a bread baking now. That's brilliant.
Oh. Oh. Gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, that smells insane. But you gotta love pecan anything. That's why it's so popular.
I can smell the maple.
The maple.
That's my strongest smell. Now, don't burn yourself. So let it cool.
Somebody will get mad at you again.
Someone will get mad and call me a loser, and I can't handle that twice in 1 week.
Wow.
Kerry says, try the egg white mashed potato, ? I've been making pasta which uses the egg yolk, so I freeze the whites until I have enough, and we'll do the mashed potato. Okay. So she's going to try the egg white mashed potato.
I don't think that's our recipe.
Janice says, Ella, I use my cane to get things from the top shelf. Charity, freckle people of the world, unite, me included. Nice. Oh, Paula Sloat's arrived. Good
Hello,
day
Paula.
from sunny Florida. I added the sunny, she just said Florida. Chef says it's also a good idea to wear gloves when peeling chayote. The sap between the skin and flesh can irritate some people's skin. You had that?
No,
well, not the irritation, but it's stuck.
I didn't have irritation. It was almost like wax that was stuck to my hand. And we had a comment the other day that to wear gloves because some people someone who's allergic to poison ivy, I think all of us are, you run the risk of, having hints of it on the skin, which I didn't find, but I mean, maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. And anyway.
Oh, okay, well that's your timer. Kathy Roberts is here.
Hello, how are you, Auntie?
Says, I made it, I will have to rewatch. Yes, Auntie Kathy, you will. Alice says, I don't have the cane with me when I'm out with my electrical wheelchair. That's what I've done too when I was walking back then.
Right.
Michael says for vitamin D therapies. Okay, so the thing he was talking about before.
Oh, no, I have to, because I've been through menopause, I am vitamin D deficient. So And my body lacks the ability to absorb vitamin D. So I need all the help I can get in that respect. So I have to check that out. Thank you so much, Michael.
Chef says, I find sublingual B complex under the tongue works very well too. Yes, Chef, that's what I use. Becky says, thank you, Chef. Just got myself some EWPP.
Egg white protein.
White protein powder. Come on, get your acronyms on.
No, I got it right.
Melissa says, no, you are correct.
Right.
Ravi has
Hello,
arrived.
Ravi.
Hi, I thought Mel changed her hair colour. It was all a big trick, Ravi. Keto Mama, make sure your vitamins are 100% pure, natural, not artificial. Yes. Chef is busy laughing here and says we need to talk her into it, Ravi.
Oh, the blonde hair.
Melissa says they also call it Melissa or Missy. That's true, actually.
Yes.
Kerry says the Columbra Protocol, Columbra, that word that I'm going to mess up for eternity, protocol uses very high doses of vitamin D to treat MS and claims to have good results. Vit D has been linked to MS prevention and disease activity and is known to offer many health benefits.
Wow. And I think it pays to read up on that.
Yeah, we will. Janice says, okay, another question. I need to sub something for the egg white powder and the CK flours. What do you suggest adding to the flour instead of EWP?
There's nothing that quite. If I honestly, because I tested unflavored protein powder in the flour before even showing it to you guys. It does not do as good a job as egg white protein powder. Have you considered trying meringue powder? Now, meringue powder is actually egg white protein powder. It's just called meringue powder. Professional bakers use it to to make royal icing. I know I've never shared this information with you guys, but this information is something that I found to be true. When I was testing the flour, try meringue powder. It's also egg white protein powder, I feel. They just call it meringue powder. So.
Okay, Ella says, my name is usually Michaela, but since my childhood, my family and friends call me Ella. The last 3 letters of my name. And actually, people from America have problems saying my full name.
Michaela.
That's interesting. Kerry says, Janice, I use Vita Wheat gluten in place of egg white powder. I've tried pea protein, but still experimenting with that.
Who said that?
Kerry.
Ah, okay.
Keto Mama says vitamin D with K2. Okay, so Mom S and Janice are talking to each other. Chef says I didn't start talking to myself when I started creating videos.
What does that mean?
I think it might be I didn't start talking to myself until I started making videos. Michael says, been working D3 therapy based on this protocol for 18 months now, been a life changer. Wow.
Wow.
Kerry says, egg white powder is a protein, so you can sub it with another protein. I've used protein shake powder in sweet flour mix, and it's lovely. Just cut the sugar in the recipe.
I need to wrap my head around that.
Mom S says the same thing. Try using whey protein isolate, which is better than normal protein powder anyway, unflavored in place of egg white.
See, yeah, I didn't like the result when I tried that. But if you think it is good enough and you're happy with your baking, then why not? it is still very, I'm not letting it set, of course. It's still very soft. You
It's
can
got
see.
that lovely gooey looking.
Yes, it is gooey. It's even broke because I turned it upside down, as you saw. I flipped it, and it is very, very, very soft.
Come closer.
But I want to show them this slice because it's all nice and perfect and not broken. I'll put it on a small plate because.
No, that's good.
Oh. So.
Yeah, I'm keeping this piece.
Yeah, keep that piece. I'll just cut this one for them and they can see. Oh, am I in shot?
There you go. Ooh, lovely, soft and gooey.
Lovely.
Smell-o-vision is insane.
Utensils. Here you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, taste test.
Oh, I wish everybody could be where we are right now.
I'm thinking you can pair it up with some whipped cream. I prefer whipped cream in the winter or in the colder months as compared to ice cream, of course. But beautiful, beautiful dessert. And so easy. And it tastes like you've done some, you know, magical work.
Tastes like something you get in a restaurant. The last time you made this, I had it with keto ice cream.
Because we did the keto ice cream around that time.
Well, I
We had
put
tons of it.
the ice cream on top of when it was this hot, and it just ended up this big gooey, yeah, beautiful mess.
Definitely want to try, guys. It is gorgeous. Any more comments?
Yes, there's lots as always. Lily says, Lily says,
Lovely warm dessert too, eh?
I inhaled that too fast. At least when you talk to yourself, you are speaking to someone that understands you.
That's true.
Keto Mama says, I talk to myself, but I don't answer back. Kelly says, that's what I say, Lily. At least I know I'm listening, even if no one else is. Chef says, turn on that smell-o-vision. Oh, Chef, buddy, you have no idea.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
And yes, I am talking with my mouth full, in case anyone was wondering. Janice says, thank you, Kerry and Cheryl. Ravi says, sometimes talking to yourself helps a lot, especially managing your work life.
I think it's healthy because you can work, you know, you're chatting to somebody who understands you, aka yourself, and sometimes you can work out an issue you're having or a problem. I'm promoting craziness.
It's actually a valid point in that though, because your mouth works slower generally than your brain. Well, at least mine does. So if you've got
No, I disagree.
No, I engage the mouth before the brain. There's no transmission in the middle. But if you've got 1,000 thoughts floating around in your head, and you start verbalizing some of them, you can only verbalize so many thoughts, right? So it puts it into kind of a manageable... What?
Nothing.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Yes,
I'm just happy, you know. I'm just a happy person.
Oh, what a lot of crap. Kelly says, Keto Mama, I do answer back. That's a definite sign that you are going crazy, Kelly. Auntie Kathy says that she loved that you called her Auntie.
Aww. Of course.
Kelly says, great insight, Ravi. Danny says, Chef and Chris, that under the tongue B12, you need to check what kind of B12 that is. The cyclo, whatever the rest of that word is, B12 is bad for your body. Methyl B12 is good for your body. Danny, I'm using the B12 that you sent. So
Methylfolate.
yeah, I think that's a good one. The first one that she sent. Oh no. She told you what to get and I got it here. Sorry. Yeah. Jojo says, happy sweetest day all. Happy sweetest day to you too, Jojo. Hope you have an awesome one. Danny says, do not use Wilton's meringue powder. It is sweetened.
Really?
Keto Mama says, cobalamin. Keto Mama. Methylcobalamin B12. Easy for some to say. Lily says, I guess egg white powder would be a problem if allergic. Yes, it would. Chef says, yup. Oh, okay, I was deciphering what he was trying to say before. Janice says, that looks delicious.
Thank you.
Mama S says, the whey protein is not as good as EWPP, but if you have sensitivity, thank you, to eggs or egg whites, it's as good as you can get.
I'm going to agree with that. Because some kind of protein powder is still better than nothing.
Joanne Hine.
Hello, Joanne.
Says, good morning, sorry I'm late, but I'm here for this part of it, all as well as I will watch the replay. And hello from Vancouver Island, BC, Canada.
Nice.
Hello, Joanne.
Hello, Joanne.
Lily says, looks tasty, reminds me of cranberries. Oh, Susan's here. Hi all, I'm late.
We were talking about you, Susan, and hope you get well soon.
Keto Mama, I'll be picking and choosing your recipes for the holidays, Mel. I'm carnivore except for the holidays.
I was really thinking of doing a playlist for you guys, like holiday recipes, just so it's easy to find. I will do a playlist. So, yeah.
Lily says you could also drizzle some white chocolate on it.
Oh, yes.
Chef says it looks delicious. Ella is saying, hand some over, please.
Oh, yes.
With some love hearts. Ella, I wish you could be here.
I wish to.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I've pretty much demolished.
And show the rest of it.
Nom, 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 nom.
And take another look.
It's also nice the next day when it's all like not solidified.
When it cools down, it just gets to a soft slice texture. When it's warm, it's quite crumbly and like we're having it warm, right? So it's quite crumbly and yeah, very soft. When it cools down, it'll hold a little bit better, but it's still a bit gooey in the middle. So I'm very pleased with that, and I think that we have got. So if I compare the difference in slices, whether to use almond flour or CK almond flour, you're going to get a thicker slice. That's what I find. It's definitely, I think, a third thicker. Oh, yes. Is that all the comments?
No. Sorry, the swallowing slowed me down. Brenda Boisel says, what was the total bake time?
So we did 20 minutes first, and then we went for 15. No? What was the second amount?
The second timer was 15 minutes, but it went for about 10.
Well, yeah, it went so 30 minutes. So bake for 20 minutes with the foil on, 10 minutes before, remove the foil and bake for another 10. So
And hello, Brenda. Welcome to the show. Michael says chantilly cream pairs nicely with pecans.
Oh, yes.
Joanne says, oh my gosh, I'm drooling. Haha, I get to watch this backwards. You eat your delicious recipe for the blondie.
Oh, thank you.
Karen Humble.
Oh, hello, Karen.
Hey,
How
Karen.
are you?
Finally made it this weekend. I've been so busy. Love this recipe. We'll have to go back and watch how you made it. Love you guys.
Yes. And I think it's going to just get busier and busier as, we progress into the season, the silly season.
The silly season. God, it is ridiculous this season. Especially when you look at what we saw today, where someone's going to buy a Christmas tree for $1,400.
No.
That's
For me,
insanity.
I wanted to assemble itself and put itself away for that price.
I wanted to also do the housework and mow the lawns and teach me Spanish or something. Like, that's ridiculous. Jojo says, sounds delicious. Lily says, I'll put a bit of whiskey on it with a scoop of ice cream. See, Lily's there with that bit of whiskey
I also
again.
wouldn't mind a little bit of like a brandy, a tablespoon of brandy, some kind of warming.
Yeah, the hearty ones.
Like even a sherry, something.
Or a rum.
A rum, or
Dark
a rum, yes. I don't advocate drinking alcohol at all, but I live in the real world and it happens. You know what I mean? So.
Ella has a nice suggestion. Or self-made Baileys. Baileys is one of my favorite alcohols of all time. Not that I'm promoting alcohol either, thank you. Danny says, I talk to myself because I need an expert opinion. That being said, my inner voices are mad at me right now. One of them is pouting and the other is refusing to speak to me at all. Jojo says, hearing your thoughts out loud helps you. It's good to talk to yourself, just don't answer. LOL. Susan says, what did you make? And Michael's asking, can you please recap the recipe?
Oh, okay, yes. So we made an old recipe of mine. It's Maple Pecan Blondies. I actually created this recipe last fall. So I wanted to re-showcase it to you guys because I think it is the bomb.com recipe. So aside from showing you last year's recipe, I wanted to try it with the CK Almond Flour just to see differences. Do I need to make adjustments? Do I need to add water? And how does it bake as compared to just using plain almond flour? So in the recipe is a half cup of chopped and roasted pecan nuts, a quarter cup of melted butter, 1/3 cup of sugar-free white chocolate chips, quarter cup of sugar-free maple syrup, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of CK almond flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a quarter cup of sweetener, half teaspoon of salt, and 1 egg white. Ingredients available in the description box, and also the old video is also linked in the description box. And the baking times are a little bit different, we found. So you would cover with foil once you've mixed it all together. You add it to a lined 6-inch square oven safe dish. You bake it at 350 for 20 minutes with the foil on. Remove the foil and then bake for another 10. And that's how easy it is. Fun times.
Shirley Malar says, I am very tardy today. Yes, you are, Shirley.
You are,
and
Shirley.
It has been noted. Please do not let it happen again. Looking forward to the replay. Keto Mama says, yep, playlist. Yippee.
Playlist, yeah.
Danny says, I love everyone. Hugs and kisses to everyone all round.
We love
Time
you too.
for me to get driving, heading for Kansas. You'll be safe and stay happy. You too, Danny.
Have a good day, Danny. And
Stay safe and be well. Drive safe, Danny. And lots of people are saying bye to Danny and have a safe journey. Chef says, what, $1,400? Yeah, Chef, Christmas tree at Costco, absolute insanity.
It was like double-heighted.
I know, but it was literally a tree with some lights on it. Like,
anyway.
my first car didn't cost me $1,400. And I know that was many, many years and moons ago, but still. Keto Mama says, don't feed the speaker. Janice says, I just bought some rum extract. Great idea.
Oh, yes, rum extract.
Lily says, just a drop, not the whole bottle of booze. Look, that is open to discretion, Lily. Ella says, mine too, Chris, the Baileys. Janice says, plus I got some butter rum extracts as well.
Butter rum.
Auntie Kathy says, Janice, butter rum sounds wonderful. Patty Dixon says, another yummy recipe. I will definitely make this. Thanks, Mel and Chris.
Thank you, Patty. Or you could actually put when you're toasting your nuts, you can just sprinkle maybe some alcohol over your nuts or your extract. You can coat them in your extract first and then add everything to your batter. Just, I don't know, for some extra. Oh, the swallowing slowed me down. I was eating all the time while you were reading out the comments. Thank you so much for watching and for visiting us in our very now messy kitchen. I hope you have a great weekend, guys, and we will see you real soon. We have got part 2 coming out on Monday, showing you more recipes with the apple jam. And boy, oh boy, I have revised the phyllo pastry recipe, and you got to check that out when it comes out. It is looking amazing in that video. Anyway, we are signing off. Stay safe and be well.
Bye, guys.